This week we have two postgrad students from Latvia. Okay, how are you today?
We're fine, thank you.
Yes, very fine.
Thank you very much. Can you kindly introduce yourselves?
Okay, I am Baiba, clinical psychologist, and as you said, postgraduate student.
Yes.
And
I Rima, I too student.
It's lovely. It was a pleasure meeting you and having you here at school.Techniques community engagement as well. What have you been doing in South Africa?
okay, ko mēs esam darījuši South Africa? I have to translate, and I will translate Rima's answer.
Response as well. Right.
Es varbūt atbildēšanu tad.
Yeah.
We've been here for our small research.
Yes.
I am researching motor coordination and balance, involvement into mathematical skills.
Yes.
Ko tu pēti?
Cooperation, teachers cooperation.
In mathematical field.
All right. It sounds really interesting. What has been your experience of South Africa? Like the whole experience of it. How did you find it?
Oh, very. I love Africa. Very, very nice.
All right.
Yeah. You know, it's really hard to find words how to express our
Yes.
feelings, but we love nature, we love people, you are very welcoming people, and family, sense of family we can
Yes.
feel here, and also we love so many different experience we can see.
Contrast pilna.
Huge of contrasts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Un viņa bagātība viņa cilvēki.
And you are rich because you have such a nice people.
Mēs satikām tikai burvīgus cilvēkus.
We saw only wonderful personalities.
Thank you.
Marija, Angela, Kevin.
Everybody.
All right. Thank you very much. So we usually call that in South Africa spirits of Ubuntu. It's called Ubuntu. Okay, I am aware that you went to two schools here in South Africa to do teaching practice. Please do share your experience on this. How has it been? Like everything of it.
Tāda ir mūsu pieredze, ko mēs novērojām mācīšanas praksē šeit, ko mēs novērojām. I want to say first, I noticed that in primary school and also in high school, children were very disciplined, yeah? Huge of discipline. And I don't know, is it because we were here or they are very calm? And I was wondering how it could happen that in one class we have a lot of ADHD students, but still they are very calm, relaxed, and with good behavior. Yeah, and that is what I found the first. And teachers try to discipline
Discipline.
children.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I like.
No savas puses es gribu piebilst, ka skolotāji, profesionāli skolotāji strādā ļoti mērķtiecīgi ar skaidru mērķi savā stundā, ko vēlas sasniegt.
Rima found that teachers has specific aims they want to reach in their lessons, and it's very good that we can observe it. Also, if we don't know each word in English. Yeah.
So you might say that it was quite the educational experience as well.
Yes, we saw very nice schools. We had really good experience.
Okay. So how has the trip enhanced your personal and professional growth?
Kāds bija mūsu ceļojums profesionālajā un personīgajā dzīvē?
Profesionāli personīgajā dzīvē, kā to saprast, vai mēs savā pētījumā, ko ieguvām?
Pētījumā un personīgi, ko ieguvām. I want to say that I don't want to make conclusions or my decisions before I don't understand anyway situation, people, country, anything, because we have a lot of stereotypes about any situation. Then we are too fast to decide what is it and how is it.
Yes.
I feel I'm too slow to decide what is this people, what kind of people is it. I trained myself to be more open and to be more slow with others.
Es gribu piebilst par to, ka neskatoties, ka mūsu valsts ir maziņa, un viņu valsts ir liela problēmas izglītībā, ir ļoti līdzīgas, un visu mēs meklējam, kā tās risināt, sadarbojoties.
And Rima found that never mind is it really big country or small country, problems are everywhere the same.
Yes.
Everywhere we are looking for the problem resolving, and yeah, that was quite interesting because we are so far away, but still we find the same problems.
It's more like a home away from home kind of thing. All right, so when can people learn more about you, like on social media platforms? Where can they get access to you, to the boards? How can they learn more about you and what you do?
Oh, they can watch our webpage www and barboletta.shop, and there is written anything, research, many ideas, interviews, and a lot of things.
Yes.
Yeah, people could use in learning and teaching process.
All right, thank you very much from Remi's side. What else?
Obvious.
Thank you.
Okay, like okay, it's the same. You use the same websites, both of you, or she does have a different one, or is a different one?
Citas
Kur par tevi var uzzināt?
par mani? Nē, man nav mājaslapa. Man tik Facebooks ir.
Rima has a Facebook page.
She's a Facebook.
Rima Rieksta.
Okay.
Yes, and school
page.
School page, yes.
Okay. All right. So, is there anything else that you'd like to add?
Vai kaut kas, ko mēs gribam piebilst?
Nu, noteikti, kad ir jāpasaka par to, ka tu jau to teici, kad mums mainījās priekšstats par Āfriku, ka mums nebija tas priekšstats, kas bija, tas ir pilnīgi izmainījies, un mēs ļoti labprāt atgrieztos vēlreiz šeit.
Yeah. We want to add that we changed our expectations about South Africa, and we would love to come here back again.
Thank you so much for your time, and I really hope that you continue enjoying the experience of South Africa as well.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
South Africa for the past 2 weeks. They've been doing some teaching practice, or doing some practice in the schools, but they'll go further with that, and they would like to share their observations and their experience with us today. Please also bear in mind that the English as well is not, you will be able to understand them. So if you don't understand something, please just be lenient with that, as well as just if you want to go further, any clarity, please also just note that and then put up your hand, and then they'll clarify. Thank you.
Oh, yes. Hello. How are you? Very nice. My name is Rima, and I hope I won't bore you with a long lecture today. I would like to give you a little insight into my research and introduce myself. I live in small country, Latvia, with only 1.8 million inhabitants. We love your country very much, and we are proud of it. Who I am? I woman, I wife, I grandmother, I teacher, lecture, research. I work at pre-school secondary school. I teach mathematics, physics and Russian. In University of Latvia, I teach math methodology for the future teachers. My hobby is hiking, cooking, bathing and gardening. Who I am still studying for the PhD, but now raising my grandchildren. Because it is important for me to be at the center of life, to improve myself, to be able to give the best education to my students, to be a creative and interesting teacher. I am also concerned about the situation in the Latvian education system, and I want to do my part to give your children the best education in the world. I love my job very much, and I wish you all a never stop learning new things and to take every opportunity to improve yourself. But video of my school, sorry. Who focus on teacher collaboration? In most Latvian schools, teachers used to work in isolation and cooperatively and used to control the teaching process in a particular lesson and classroom. The new education reform launched in 2018 focuses on teacher collaboration in different areas. Collaboration between teachers of different subjects within a common file. For example, scale. Teachers of maths, science, geography, visual art. Together, we plan a block of lessons where pupils learn about this topic in different aspects: drawing, measuring, planning, studying maps, making calculation. Teachers of parallel classes work together in lesson plans, tests, field trips. Benefits: more creative lessons plans, sharing ideas, improving teachers' strategies, training and implementing new approaches in your own work, inducing innovation into professional work. Emotional support as teaching can be physically and emotionally exhausting. When teachers feel supported, they are better able to provide the same support to the students. Collaborative practices tend to be more successful and when teachers can share goals to achieve. Professional collaboration within the lesson teacher and lesson observer and the colleagues. Joint lesson analysis is beneficial to teachers' professional development, assessing lessons, achievements, giving feedback, planning new tasks to improve lesson quality. In lesson analysis, teachers design lessons together and observe each other teaching to better understand how students learn and to improve teaching. Teachers from different subjects working together to improve students' skills. For example, reading comprehension is a big problem in Latvia. Teachers of different subjects agree to spend a certain amount of time in their lesson working in this problem, using common teaching methods, teaching pupils to look for keywords, reread text, read text. Teachers working together can make it easy teachers to identify and solve problems of people's achievement, to exchange information about people's achievement, to share information. There are many forms of teacher collaboration, and the research is extensive. I will mention some of the problems we face in Latvia. Teachers have a heavy workload due to the shortage of teachers in Latvia and the high number of daily contact hours, 6 but 8, as well as many additional responsibilities, preparing lessons, creating and preparing teaching materials, correcting homeworks and control works, educational work, and many other duties. Teachers take the easy way out, not cooperating and not wanting to see the positive benefits. Teacher collaboration tasks are not well embedded in curriculum. Teachers are not motivated to work on collaboration because it is not included in their working time and is not paid. In America, research shows that students' achievement improves when teachers work together. I have not yet been able to conduct such a study with data processing to be able to say that about Latvian schools. I choose many forms of collaboration in my work practice, and now I would like to show you a small excerpt from a self-directed learning lesson of my students. Here you will see the results of collaboration between maths and English teachers. I stress that English is not a language for us. Video help me.
Hello, we are the students of Rima and from Baiba, and today we'll be doing a self-directed learning lesson.
Today's lesson is going to be about the quadratic formula and how to determine whether y is less or greater than 0. So, to analyze the graph, we have to look at the x-axis and whether y is greater than 0 or less than 0.
If we're looking at y is less than 0, then we have to look at this part right here, and the answer we are looking out is here. But if we have to look at y is more than 0, then we have to look at the top of the x-axis, and this will be the answer. Okay, so now we'll do our tasks with these examples, and we're going to determine if y is more than 0 or less than 0 for these exact tasks. Okay. So they're using their tablet right now and open up their to see actually, you can look at that. They already have like the graphs on, and now they need to use the graphs to determine if y is more than 0 or less than 0. And using those graphs, and they're going to have their answers in their notebooks. so plus infinity. And at the bottom is just the same thing, just with a little stack, I guess. Alright, all you guys, which task are you on? Second one. Okay, so, or I mean, like, three of you guys, and then assuming you can do the last one. Because, can you do the first one, you do the second one, and then can you do the third one? Right, so another third. Right. Sure. Eric?
Yeah.
Does that, go right
I mean, there isn't.
just write it with me.
Thank you, Matthew.
Alright. The experience is really not new to me, but like kind of new in a new way. That I was not expecting this at all, and the process of getting here was kind of also new. I had help from the students here too. They helped me get all the tasks and everything like that, and all the translations, so we can actually understand what we're doing, what's happening, all of that. And it was quite fun for me too, because I like to help people, so it was nice helping my classmates and all of that. Plus, I understand this thing, and some of my classmates don't, some do. So it's just a nice learning experience. And we actually asked my classmates what they think about it, so there you go. I think I did it. I'm
Yeah, I think this lesson was wide with a bit of help in my understanding of this censorship. It didn't have a lot.
At the start, I didn't understand the equation at all, but now I finally do. And even if I thought I had something incorrectly, my teacher helped me a lot, and I finally understand what I'm doing.
Suggestions on how to improve collaboration. Incorporate aspect of cooperation into curricula and teaching tools to facility planning. Schools to schedule and pay for time for collaboration planning between teachers. Schools administration need to schedule time for teachers to work together on collaborative projects. Teachers need to have a convenient collaboration tool digitize it that help them quickly in information and easily find collaboration topics. They need to know students' learning challenges so when they know the shared outcomes for each school, each class, each student. Cooperation should be the matter of course, not imposed by the school administration. What matters is the design of the teaching team to improve student achievement with all teachers working together toward a common outcome, a successful and happy modern student, happy and competitive in today's world. In conclusion, I would like to say that cooperation is of great importance in all areas of life, and this has been demonstrated by what I have experienced in recent weeks. The University of Latvia collaborate with your university. That is why I had the opportunity to come here and work with very professional professors, lecturers and teachers in your schools. It is a tremendous experience. I meet another PhD student at the airport on my way to you, and we have started a new collaboration project, mathematics and special teacher project. I will let my colleagues Baiba continue this idea and collaboration. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Rima. I think we can give her more applause because she was so trying, and thanks her. I will switch my computer, but while I will do it, we will practice a little bit, okay? So could you do like walking on sitting? Could you walk, sitting? You can stand up if it's easier for you, but you can sit and walk. I will do it myself, but I will give you exercise, so I really need everybody to practice, okay? You can stand up or you can sit, as it is. Okay? Later I will explain what we were doing, but we had to practice. You will agree teaching is practicing, right? Okay? Now let's do together. Don't hurry. Keep it easy. Okay? And now you have to help me say. You say 1, 2, 2 is 2.
1, 2, 2 is 2.
Sit down. Okay, thank you. What we did now, this was neuroactivation for your brain. I'm clinical psychologist. I'm doctoral student, second year in education sciences. And why I came here? I came here to find if multiplication skills would be more better if we use motor coordination and balance. And I took my balance board. You can see it here. Later we will try how it works. I took it with me in South Africa and I did my small research in Kloof primary school. Before I tell you these results, I would like to share a little bit my history, and I am social entrepreneur. Barboletta is social enterprise and we work to help promote such educational environment which would address our children's needs. You know, today's children are a little bit different than it was 20 years ago. Would you agree? We notice that our children are very active. They move each time. It's so hard for them to sit near a table. It's so hard for them to listen what other people are talking. They pay attention short amount and they divide attention. It's so hard for them to focus on one thing to do. So that was the reason why me and my father, you see this is my father, he's a carpenter. And on 2016 we created balance board you see in this picture. I was special teacher and psychologist in school and I wanted to help my children in my school to multiplicate, to learn reading or learn other languages. I worked in special committee where we put children in special needs. So we say this child is not able to learn in normal school, he has to go somewhere else. And it was very painful for me because I saw that in each case those children cannot pay attention. It never minds what is happening with them language or mathematical skills or logical thinking. It was so hard to pay attention. That was the reason why I asked my father, please make this balance board for me. I want to work with my children. And we get really good results. And why we get really good results? That was movement and motor coordination and balance. And also Plato from 1st century BC told that physical activity and education is very, very necessary to achieve really good personality or perfection. And now in Latvia, we are starting to forget about movements. Could you imagine? Our children start sit near table at 8 o'clock. They have a 5 minutes break and they finish sitting at 3 o'clock. It's not, they are not moving, they are not doing exercises. And this idea was very innovative and we get a really big we were like change leaders in our country, and then we started to do our enterprise and we created 3 ways how we work. And the one way is our school where children can get special care in environment and moving. We created developmental center we call Learn to Learn, and this is our team. We are more than 30 people in our team. And now a little bit about theory. Have you heard about alpha generation? Those are children who were born from 12 till 25. And those are children who use technologies from, they are very small, from 5 months. Once, when I was in my school, I saw a very nice father. He was walking, his baby was in his hands, and he was smiling. He was so sweet. His smile was so sweet. I felt he's very soft father. And then I saw he's not looking at baby. They have a phone. And this infant and this father, they're looking at video. No connection between father and child. So that's what's happening with our digitalization. And what are those children? They very easy can orientate in digital space. This is very good. They know a lot of facts. Also, this is very good. Their English is better than native language. Also, that is very good. And they receive and process information very quickly. I say shortly and they understand. Also, that is very good. And they can split attention very quickly. Also, that is very good. But they accumulate stress because movements are important, what helps you to reduce stress. If you're sitting too much, if you're not moving, stress level is higher. And they don't have a contact between body sensation and what is happening. For example, if you are tired, how do you know what's happening with your body? When you are angry, how can you know that you are getting angry? Do you feel it in your body? Our children don't, because they don't have a connection between brain and what is happening with their body. And their attention is reducing and reducing. My speech would be too long for them. I would start to do exercises again because they would not be able to pay attention what I'm talking. And amount of perception is very short. So, and we found that those children needs in education is movements, body sense, structured information and positive communication. That is what we are working as a social enterprise for. We are training teachers to use these moments in learning process. For example, how to implement movements in your lesson. You don't need to walk all the time. You will be tired, you will be wet during your lessons. But you can play cooperation games, a lot of. Also, you can play cooperation games using your subject. Is it math or English? You can integrate subject, what Rima told about, to collaborate between different subject teachers. And we need to change environment, and we need to experiment. Actually, when we were observing those lessons in many schools here, I would be honest, we didn't see it. Maybe we talk about, this is the same in Latvia, we talk about a lot. And when I say it, everybody says, yes, we know it. But do we do it? As Rima told, it takes time. Nobody pays me for that. But why we are here? We want to teach children, not just to get salary, right? Okay. And also we need to implement sense of body feelings, stimulate a lot of sensations. Also breathing. I like it that one teacher said to children here in South Africa, before they start to do test, breathe, feel your calm. That's good, very good. How we can structure information. This is hard topic for teachers I see in Latvia. I don't know how it happens here because we have to train teachers' speech skills. Sometimes they speak too long and too boring and I don't know, do I have to pay attention? Or sometimes they speak like that and it's so hard to pay attention 1 hour because she wants to give such a good and very impressive information, but it's so hard to pay attention if you have to listen her 1 hour, isn't it? Right. Okay, we have to give information step by step and many things. And of course, positive communication. How to create communication between children. Why I started to do exercise with you together. I wanted to make communication with you as short. If I would start here, hello, I'm here, I want to tell you, you would not be connected with me. And I never have started my lesson without communication and connection. Okay. And now a little bit about those balance boards. So we train teachers how to use those balance boards because walking and training is quite a hard thing. And that's why I asked my father to create this balance board. And let's see a little bit video. I hope internet will work. It does. Oh, it works. You have to move the ball, and we can put in the sidebars information, any information, for children from 1.5, and we have to train them to balance on board standing up. We can use different cards, we can write something, we can train reading, English, any subject we want to teach. And we can use it as a play, as a really game, and we can use it also for adults, for teenagers, as you see here. Okay, this is balance board we created for teachers and specialists, and we trained them how to use it, and then we found that it is not enough because children are at home and they have to train themselves also at home, and they can do it themselves without teachers, and we created that one.
Is it hard for you as a parent to help your children memorize information for school and concentrate on homework? Studies reveal that when children spend a lot of time intensively on devices and switching from one application to another, the attention span necessary for productive intellectual work is reduced. The Smart Balance Board promotes the cooperation of both hemispheres of the brain, increases the electrical activity of the brain, and helps to focus attention on one specific process. The level of concentration and memory improves instantly. We want movements with the Baiba balance board to be fun and functional.
Okay, and this was the balance board I took with myself, and we started to do it in Kloof school, and I would like to demonstrate it with you. You will have a chance to try it. But now I will do screen mirroring, because you have to see how it works. Give me a time, please. And now you have to discuss with yourself. Do I want to come and try? Because I will need one volunteer to come. Okay, I need Wi-Fi.
In a dress. Innocent. Oh, Innocent. Innocent, come. Was, Innocent was. Was, come.
Here's a volunteer.
Yay!
We have. Good.
Yes.
I will mirroring my mobile, and then we will do it. And after that experiment, I will tell you about our research here in South Africa. What did we see? Let's hope Wi-Fi will work.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
It works. We will watch an ad. I don't want to pay pro. It's loading now. He wants me to join pro. He don't allow me to add. Okay. Let's try again. I hope. Never give up. Two, one. Watch ad. It's loading. Yeah. Do you see? Yes. Or no, you don't see. It really didn't connect. I have denied permission. So, okay, we will not try this. But we will try here without camera, okay? So you just will try, you will watch him, and you will tell, or was it? Yeah. Okay, come here. Okay, good. And now try to feel your mouth. And now you will have to move this way. I will connect. Next one. Connecting and it's starting. So he has a task 8 times 6 and he has to find the result. He found 4 times 9, so just find the result. Where is 4 times 9? Let's say load to others.
So what
I will
maybe
show
one
you.
is Baiba.
It looks like this.
Yeah, then maybe we could just explain to them. So what is happening? The board we're standing on is connected with Bluetooth to a phone with a mathematical exercise. So you have to concentrate on your balance and you also have to concentrate to get to the right answer. So it's focus and concentration to move your body. So you are concentrating there while moving your body.
Yeah, no, it was wrong answer. So I'm saying, children came to me each day for 4 minutes, and they were doing the same job. How was it? 4 times 9? 35. Very well. And now 9 times 3. How is it? Just find an answer. And if they're wrong, application says no. Just watch for another answer. And they try to remember information movements. Yeah, well done. Good progress. What was it?
Baiba, would you be able to use that technique in other subjects besides maths?
Yeah, in English, in grammar, in all subjects. Well, biology, everything you want to remember. What is happening when children are standing or balancing or doing this? Their brain, both hemispheres, connecting and working better. Each brain part. And if you want to pay attention for children for one information, it never mind what is it. Maybe it's in Italy we have a subject for religion. They are learning religion things. You can teach whatever you want. I am psychologist and I teach emotions. If you are biology specialist, you can teach biology. Okay? So, now let's see what children here did. And so, children came just 5 days. First day, they did test and just balancing. They were inviting how it works. Then they were trained for 5 minutes. Next week, they were getting better and they didn't need 5 minutes. They did all tasks in application for 3 minutes. In the last day, they did all tasks for 2 minutes. And what we can see here, this 20, this is median. So that means that 50 children from all children get less improvement, was less than 20%. What does it mean? 2 children in red testing couldn't show improvement. And 2 children showed lower results. Others show improvement. And 50 children from all showed more than 20% improvement. So that means they were getting better. Could you imagine? Just 5 days, just 2 minutes. And actually, if I observe them, when they came, they were so excited. They wanted, they had a motivation. And they started to think. For example, 9 times 3. They didn't want to remember. They were thinking, 10 times 3, it's 30, so minus 3 is 27. They were starting to involve brain, what they didn't do before. And what I saw, their attention span was higher. And some children were talking about troubles at home, so those are the children who couldn't improve their results in red testing because they had really big troubles with mother and relationships at home. And that improves our research before we did with neurological specialists. With children, we put many things on head and we wanted to know what is happening in brain while children are learning on balance board, on what is happening with brain while children are learning near table as you are sitting. And what we saw, what is necessary to see, that this is control test. This is stress level when child is sitting near table and reading. And this yellow is when child is reading on the balance board. Can you see stress level is reducing? Why? Because movement helps to reduce stress. Okay? You can move whatever you want. You don't need balance board. You can do any movements in your class. And we see that engagement is when we sit near table, engagement is the same as sitting and doing nothing. And when we are learning on the using movement, engagement is higher. When we learn in using movement, interest is higher, excitement is higher, focus is higher. And that is what we need in our class when we teach our children. And these are research you can find, we share with everybody about motor coordination and movement necessity in learning process. And why I want to spread it with you, just to give inspiration that you can move, but in any kind, in any ways. And let's do one last movement together. You can sit and do like this. One thing. And now, pay attention. And now two. Okay? And now three. So, what was that? This is sequence. What we have to remember, and if we put increasing this sequence like 1, then 2, and then 3, we have to remember more sequence. And this is so necessary for mathematical, logical, and for reading. So I really want to inspire you. I want to inspire teachers not only in Latvia, but also here. Use your movements and let children move a lot. Thank you.
Rima and Baiba, thank you so much for your insightful presentation. We'll open the floor for any questions, any comments that you have.
You can come to try. You can come to try not only multiplication. You can come to try English or just to catch stars.
I just want to make a comment with regard to collaboration. So sometimes we ask teachers that, or even lecturers, that we need to collaborate in teaching. And then people see collaboration as handing out work. But I think what is meant by Rima's presentation as well is that if you do, for instance, maths in the foundation phase, and you're working with cars, you're counting cars and you're looking at color, then in another subject you will look at how cars are manufactured. For instance, in technology you will look at the gears of a car and how does it move. So when you do, we used to call it theme teaching, where if you work with something, you work across all subjects. In geography, you will look at what is the disadvantage of the gases of a car. So that is what's meant by collaboration. People often think that collaboration is you pan out the work to somebody else. That's not what collaboration is. Collaboration is teaching across all different subjects on a common topic. Just a comment.
Any questions, comments?
Has there been any long-term study in terms of whether children become bored with playing with the board after some time? Because initially it might be a novel.
It should be used only for some minutes, like not more than 10 minutes per day, because these movements improve our brain. It stimulates our brains. We don't need a stimulated brain all day. We need just for a moment to focus and to remember. So if we are not using those movements all the day, we are not getting bored.
I also meant to use it over a longer period of time, not in
Fair
one
enough.
session, in the sense that after
our-
some months of this technique,
Yeah.
even though it's 5 minutes a day, do students get
Our
bored of it?
teachers use it from 2017, and still they say it's interesting and necessary. But of course, if we will leave child at home only with balance boards, they will get bored. Of course, we are humans. But if we are with them and we say, please do this task, I want to see the results, because results are recording in application, and I see how much my child did today, and was he right, or did he show the wrong answers. So of course we need to motivate everybody to do something. Also we need to motivate you to use coordination or movements at class. It's the same. Did I answer? Thank you. Okay,
Questions? No questions? No one wants to try the board?
who wants to try? Yeah.
The mathematicians was trying.
Not only maths related. Yes, there's a question. Yes,
Yeah.
I have a question. How do we get this board? Do you research it? It's
I don't know. I don't know. I'm here for research, but maybe there would be possibility some days. But you will know it if there will be such a possibility. Yeah, because it's in Latvia, and if you buy it in our Latvia shop, it's very expensive for the library. Yeah, you can see it in our website and you can order it, but it's not worth it because of money. Yeah. Okay, but you can use movements. Yes, you can start walking and doing exercise. And I want to tell a story. I will show you one video. Can I?
Yes.
This is very interesting for me, and I hope for you too. So, I get your permission to show, so I will do it. As you see, this gal is standing on the balance board, and she's telling task and what is equal. And this child had to stand to hear and to write down, but he couldn't pay attention. He was like, and she was telling, but application time is going. She is moving, application is switching, and there is a misunderstanding. And then I said to this child, walk, walk. And this is the first day, look at him. He can pay attention longer than when he's not moving. Did you see he wanted to start to write? Oh no, I don't need it. So he started to walk again. Now he's not focusing. Can you see it by movements? He like, oh, but he's coming back. He's not focusing, he's coming back. And he has to wait for a while because it's not so easy for this girl to move. Yes, and she did it. And he is writing an answer. That was the first day I give him opportunity to walk when he cannot pay attention. On the last day, it was so hard for him to pay attention. I said nothing. I just was standing and looking at him. He were writing, he couldn't remember, and what he started to do? Himself. Why? Because it helps him. So, yeah, if you don't have a balance board, just do anything by movements, walking. If you use this leg, you have to use this hand, and opposite, okay? Cross system, and then it works.